Welcome back, fourth grade. We are back in Ersktown, and today we're in lesson 2.4, activity 1, supporting a claim with evidence. Let's review our unit question. Again, we are trying to figure out how the electrical system works. In our last lesson, we discussed this question. Why would electrical devices stop converting energy? We did an experiment, if you remember, with water, and that water represented energy. We had 3 devices, which we used 3 cups for. And we tried to fill the 3 cups with the same amount of water. And if you remember, for a device to work, it had to be filled all the way. When we did this, were we able to fill all 3 cups all the way? Think back. I don't think so. I think we could fill 2 all the way, but we didn't have any water or energy left for the 3rd one. So we came to the conclusion that electrical devices stopped converting energy when there wasn't enough energy to go around in the system. Just like our pitcher of water, there wasn't enough water to fill all our devices. Not enough energy in Ersktown electrical system to support all of their devices. So our model of the water and the pitcher and the 3 cups was to represent the energy in all the devices in Ersktown. And we decided that Ersktown didn't have enough energy to go around to support all their devices. So we learned from the city planner that Ersktown is using a lot more energy than it was in the past. And they came up with 2 solutions. So our 2 solutions were 1, get people to stop using some electrical devices, and 2, replace older streetlights with LED streetlights. And then we had some criteria. Let me hide this for you. They had to be the best solution, it had to meet these 2 things. It has to convert less energy from the electrical system, so it has to use less energy, and it can't change how people use their devices. So if I'm deciding which is the best solution, and this is what you did last time, which did you choose? Did you choose number 1 or did you choose number 2? If you chose number 2, that's probably the best solution, replacing older streetlights with LED streetlights. Because the first one, do you think it would be easy to get people to stop using some of their electrical devices? Do you think you could come up to someone and say, you know what, today you can't use your microwave to cook anything. It uses too much energy. Or you could say, you know, you can't work today because you can't use your computer. It uses too much electricity. We can't really enforce something like that. Can you go into people's home and say, no lights today, you're breaking the rules, don't turn on the lights? I don't think so. You can't say that to people. So I don't think number 1 meets our criteria. Replacing older streetlights with LED streetlights. So we know that LEDs use less energy, so it meets criteria 1. And does that change how people use their devices? If we still have the streetlights, it doesn't change anything, correct? So we're going to see in our next part if there's evidence to support this second choice, replacing older streetlights. So here's what I need you to do. Before you go into the next video, I need you to get your notes from our previous lesson where you wrote which solution you thought was better and why, because we're going to use them to solve our next question and provide evidence for our solution, number 2, replace older streetlights with LED streetlights. So I'll see you in the next video.